Folks, we hope you'll join us for...
It's the home of the Celtics here in Boston as 2K Sports brings you today's action live. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony, Chris Webber. Hall of Fame sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Now it's ended down to...
Thank you.
All right, David. And Kevin, to see you come in straight out of high school into the NBA, you forget, but it was so historic because we had not seen a high school player in such a long time.
Right. Yeah, at that time, you know, it was 20 years before anybody had ever thought of the idea. I figured that I had the work ethic and the passion and the appetite for it. And I never looked back. I never second-guessed my decision. And when I did second-guess myself, I got in the gym and changed it.
Greatest picks in the history of the draft. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Adams is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. And it's AI in at the guard position. Celtics passing it around. It's tipped. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
Just a high-energy player. Bridges brings the aggression every possession.
Brown kicks to Irving. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Charlotte. AI outside. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
Brown wide open. He fired. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Brown's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Charlotte has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. He dialed that one up from long distance.
They've come out the locker room. His eye. 4 for 4 to start the night.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul. Here's Irving. Last time, 14 points for him. Passes it to Morris. Tatum on the wing. Shoots over Kidd-Gilchrist.
And Kidd-Gilchrist is simply one of the best defenders in the game. Just so skilled at reading this man.
And a wide open look for AI. And again, Charlotte with the triple. And the type of leader you are, Kevin, the idea of coaching must have crossed your mind at some time. Am I right or no?
Oh, no. Listen, I like to think...
Too much?
You know what? You have to have a certain patience with coaching. I like to think of myself as a teacher. I like to think of myself as being able to articulate certain things about the game, having a high IQ, being able to translate that from, how I'm thinking to showing you. Those are the things that enthusiastic about, some of the stuff I want to show about. I don't have any enthusiasm about being out here, X's and O's, drawing up a play. That, man, being a coach is a huge responsibility.
And if they couldn't match your intensity, I'm sure that would frustrate you as a coach, right?
You have to understand that not matching my intensity, but getting a goal done. How you go about something is your way. As long as we're here to reach the same goal.
Yes.
I can't tell you how hard to do something, but I will hope that you would do it hard enough to where it was preventative or however hard it took to reach the goal. And, I've always said that if I'm able to teach someone and get them to work with me, I would hope that they would put some velocity in it in the hopes in which I win at it. That's the only way you got to go at it.
Well said. Tatum kicks to Irving. Tatum on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Goes up to the stripe. That one off the back iron and out. Charlotte leading by 11. At the elbow, it's Kidd-Gilchrist. And he comes up with the deuce.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. We've seen AI really making a difference here.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Boston Celtics, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And if there's one aspect of the game that really stood out for me, it was the rebounding. Basketball is about possessions, and you saw a noticeable difference in terms of the effort both teams were putting forth.
Well, the rebounding numbers weren't even close. I mean, if that was a boxing match on the glass, they would have stopped that fight a long time ago.
And that one's good. AI.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Celtics trail by 14. And Kevin, you think about the importance of veteran mentorship for young players looking back. Who provided that mentorship for you?
Sam Mitchell, Terry Porter, shout to Doug West, shout to J.R. Ryder, shout to Christian Laettner. All these are my vets, both good and bad. I'm learning something from all these guys. Shout to Kevin McHale, shout to rest in peace to the great Flip Saunders. These are all my vets who helped me progress as a guy and as a player. More importantly, took me under their wing, taught me finances, taught me about life, taught me how to be a young man, taught me about being professional, learning this book of business when it came to basketball, because when it comes to lockouts and all that stuff, when you have to be able to talk and negotiate your own stuff, you got to know the rules and know what it is. A lot of people don't know that the league is 2/3 of council, and you got to stay above that and understand how this whole monster works. And then if you want to be in the elite, you got to dedicate yourself in the gym. You got to dedicate yourself in the business. If you're trying to be a brand of something, you have to do all these things. When you look at Jordan, you look at Kobe, you look at these brands out here, these, LeBron has a brand, KD has a brand. You have to invest in yourself to be able to, grow this. This is the elite. I'm not talking about average. I'm not talking about good. I'm not talking about great. This is the elite. These are people that's going to be on and people that you're going to remember for years to come.
Sounds like a lot. Sounds like a lot on the plate, though. Huh?
True legendary.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Now a timeout called by Boston. We've seen AI really making a difference here.
This is a critical timeout for them. They've got to come up with a plan to slow him down right here and right now.
And as always, the mid part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in the East. Taking a look at Charlotte. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, the Celtics just way behind.
And, for Boston, hanging where they are, right in the middle of the standings, will not make things easy for them down the stretch.
Give them credit. They got some really good pieces in place. The road ahead is going to be tough, of course, but I think they're in better shape than a lot of other teams.
Boston shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And Brown is just an exceptional player. Really love whenever he shows off his athletic ability.
Hornets leading by 19. Here's AI. And Tatum pulls it down. Boston's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Kevin, you think about the work that goes into being an elite player. Describe that. What did you try to accomplish?
What are you going to do in these positions right here? When they trap you, how are you going to get the ball out? When you're not trapped, when you're one-on-one, what are the moves you're working on down here? Okay, on the right block. Okay, what about the left block? What about the top of the key? You get an ISO top of the key, what are you going to do? 5 seconds, what are you going to do? So you have to invest in yourself. After you get done with that, that's probably 45 minutes to an hour. You go in, you shower, you get done with that, take your behind home, you sit, you rest. Now you, obviously, as a person, you're living as a human being, your everyday life. But, yeah, it's a lot.
Sounds exhausting.
It is, but it is a cycle that you are able to create for yourself. And once you're in it, you're in it. And it turns over like in every day, this is what you do every day. Sort of like a routine. And once you get that routine, it is what it is. And I was able to keep a routine for 21 years.
Amazing.
Amazing. And you know what?
21 years.
21 years, I added things on to my routine, but if you ask anybody to play with me, they see my routine. I did my routine every day. Never missed a day of not doing my routine.
He may have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
Charlotte leading by 19. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to AI. On the wing, Lamb. Clock at 6. Charlotte needs to get a shot from the arc. They get it back. Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Irving surveying the floor. Inside, Morris. And the layup is good.
How about the strength of Morris, shrugging off the D and nailing the shot?
Here's AI. Al Horford with the rebound.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Brown dishes to Horford. Outside Irving. Over AI. That one a little long.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, the scoring, I mean, it's not coming easy for him. You have to get into a little rhythm, but that's when you can make the extra pass. Play the role of the facilitator.
And slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Here's AI. That one misses. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Hornets.
And really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
Yeah, and I'll be interested to see how they respond. I mean, they lost the physical battle badly in that game. I'm sure that's still in their minds.
And Kevin, what's it feel like when you hear you're one of the most dominant players of this generation? In a generation of great players.
That's weird. That's weird to hear because, you don't do anything by yourself.
Think of the names.
You know what? When you talk about stats and you talk about, numbers, then you put them up against, previous and your peers, then yeah. But, you got to always give homage to coaching styles. You got to always give homage to organizations, other players. Players make this league. This is not something you do by yourself. You come in here, you put your work in, but the camaraderie and the energy that you're able to get, the friendships, the bonds you're able to get in this. Now you have to get it to your teammates and your brothers that have helped you on the way.
You've always deferred. You've always said,
yeah,
thank you, but listen, look at this guy. Look at this coach.
It is, man. Seriously, man. I won MVP in 04, and it was more about the guys that I was playing with and our connection more than the award. I was the symbol and the example of that team put together, and I hope that I was able to always be, the example of. I hope that I was able to always, have those guys to be proud of, what we all accomplished that year, because one person just don't come into that and do that. That's a team.
But Trey, but they'll get another chance. From deep. Rebounded by Smart.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for Charlotte.
And boy, they've been producing points both inside and out. That kind of symmetry offensively is a great sign, and it's correlated with their early success.
Oh, the fearlessness by Rozier, that's what helps him earn the trip to the stripe.
1:25 left in the first quarter. Here's AI. His three-pointers off the mark.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Nice shot by Smart. Smart's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Showing his range. Smart spacing the floor.
Parker kicks to AI. 58 seconds left to play in the first. From deep 3-point range. Rebound Boston.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
Pass to Rozier. Here's Tice, covered by Parker. Here's Tice. He's still scoreless so far in this one, and they pick up 2. Here's Parker. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. AI kicks to Hernan Gomez. Here's AI. Good on the 3-point shot. AI's got 21 in the game.
He's taking over the game. Their lead's going to get even bigger if he keeps this up.
Parker against Rozier. Hayward right side. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And with a guy like Hayward, I mean, you can forget the analytics. The mid-range jumper, I mean, it's a good shot for him.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach, Brad Stevens.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, and not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward, an all-star. Stevens has moved into the conversation for best coach in our league.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Hornets here, guys.
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second-chance points.
Well, obviously, that was the game plan coming in. Be physical right off the rip.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Boston, we've got Aaron Baines. Smart is out there with Rozier. And it's Hayward. And it's Tice in at the power forward. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Magic delivered quite a performance. Just a staggering number of points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. He put up great numbers and a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss, and he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Oh, yeah. Once he got them on the ropes, he never let them off the hook. It was full-speed energy basketball at its greatest.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Hayward can't hit that one. And the Hornets now going the other way.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And Kevin, going back to your title team with the Celtics, do you think you realized at that time how special it was?
If I knew what I knew now, I would have tried to bottle.
Yeah, I know.
I would have tried to bottle as much as I could. Doc knew it. Doc Rivers knew it.
He did. He did know it. Yes.
Doc Rivers knew it, and he knew it day one. He knew that if we was going to be committed, we had to be the leaders of the commitment. It was going to be hard on the three of us. He was going to be very tough, but it made us who we are. It pushed us to another level.
It was like he was the perfect coach at the perfect time for the perfect threesome, right?
Seriously, man, because a lot of people, go to Phil and his style and how it worked for him, Michael and Scotty and that three with Rodman, and then him transferring and going to L.A., doing that with Kobe and Shaq and making that a dynasty. Doc Rivers had a whole nother style, and it was like a Chuck Daly kind of style. It was a bar kind of very, very firm, very physical, but in your face with class. We're going to knock you down. We ain't going to help you up, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
We're going to share the ball on offense. We're going to move it. We're going to have multiple players. We're going to attack for 48 minutes. Look, this is how we're going to play this game. He had a real style that was similar to some of those Detroit, some of those more tougher teams that you hear. That's the style that we practice with and we play with.
It showed. It showed. I mean, to have that, just like historically good. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. And that'll prompt Brad Stevens to break right here. Timeout taken.
When you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke, right? I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
Here's Smart. It's deflected. A second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. Smart's got 7 points.
Well, that's the kind of effort they love to see from Smart. He's sticking his nose in there and doing some work on the offensive boards.
AI kicks to Parker. Back to AI. From deep. No good on the shot.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Let's not lie. He has the skills to do it. We've seen that, but you still like to work for something closer.
Rozier against Parker. A shot by Hayward, wide open. No good on the triple.
Some Very slack defending, playing with fire to leave him that open beyond the arc.
Fires the three. AI can't hit.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
And Doc Rivers, your coach with the Celtics, such a great leader, brought your team together. Talk about that.
He brought us the belief of Mbuntu and bringing all of us together and that you give yourself for the greater of the group. And everybody bought into that. And when you hear about when Miami won, Pat Riley had all those guys give something to the pot and giving yourself to something. And when you think about what team is, all these great coaches, these great minds, these great philosophers, it all surrounds that whole little philosophy right there, giving yourself to be able to get something and gain something.
Very interesting.
Very, very interesting. But a true philosophy in winning.
He's so intelligent around the rim. Kaminsky found a way to own that possession.
And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that game is the second of two straight at home. Inside. Another shot. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
Everything looked good until the finish. And it all goes wrong.
Bacon gets the bucket.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
Rozier with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. Rozier kicks to Smart. Down low. It's stolen by Kaminsky. At the elbow, Green. Back to AI. And there's the pass to Green. From deep three-point range, AI no good. But they get it back. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Boston shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Rozier looking around. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Charlotte.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Al Horford, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Morris comes in for Daniel Tice. Tatum, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Irving subbed in for Smart. Drills it from outside. Kevin, it's not enough that you've got to manage a career which demands so much time and so much your mental and physical being. But then managing a marriage, managing having a family while you're playing, that's a balancing act that not a lot of guys can pull off, but you have.
No, you have a professional life and then you have a personal life. I like to think that basketball is obviously my profession. I love to play. It has a business component to it that you got to obviously get some attention to. But then, when it comes to being personal, your family, your friends, you have to separate the two. I would learn very early in my early career that never bring basketball home, leave it on the court. One of the things I struggled with was losing and being able to leave it on the court.
That would have been tough. For you in particular?
No, I'm just telling you, my first 5-6 years, I can honestly say, I've lost relationships, and the fact that I couldn't leave certain things on the floor.
Right.
I wasn't really good with that as a young man, and it cost me some cool relationships. But I like to think that I learned from that. I like to think that I've applied the things that I've learned, and I was able to separate the two, which is very important.
Yes.
Got to have a distinction between the two.
Brown, he's checked in for Rozier. Here's Irving. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Pass to Horford. Brown right side. And again, Boston with the triple.
Determining Brown's ceiling, how good of an outside shooter can he become? To me, that's the only question. But he may have already exceeded expectations.
AI passes to Kaminsky. That one goes. Count it. Kaminsky's got 4 this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Irving up top. He's guarded by AI. And it's good for 2. Irving's got 6.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
AI drills the three-pointer.
Well, this is a different ball game without his scoring. He's been Mr. Reliable at the offense.
Here's Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 8.
Amazing confidence from Irving. He's so skilled at getting inside and getting the shot he wants.
AI outside. Lets it fly. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Their entire offense has revolved around him today, and that's been the perfect game plan.
To the paint, here's Horford. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And let's see the leading three-point teams in the NBA. The Hornets, number 1.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
He was named Player of the Year coming out of college, but Kaminsky is still adjusting to the speed of the NBA game.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Boston Celtics. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. Charlotte making a switch here. Adams checked in. AI kicks to Adams. No good that time. And the Celtics going the other way now. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The Hornets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The free throw drops for Biyombo.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
The Celtics shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Fires from 14, and Irving with the basket on the assist by Tatum. That's 10 points for Kyrie Irving.
I like how Irving fills the defense out. He's sensing he has room to shoot and fire once he gets the rock.
AI passes to Adams, and the shot goes in.
He's reason number 1 there in front. I mean, his shooting has been almost flawless.
Brown kicks to Morris. 1:58 left in the first half. Irving can't get it to go.
A big mistake by the D, and they got away with it.
AI passes to Adams. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating all game at a high level.
And you see defensively, when they try to patch something up, he exploits a different weakness.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Hernan Gomez comes in for Biyombo. And it's Kid Gilchrist in for Bridges. Irving double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Jump ball. And so it's Charlotte with it. And we want to thank Kevin Garnett for joining us, giving us some perspective. KG, is always, great, and thank you. You've given us a lot to think about with your comments tonight. Thanks for coming by.
Okay, Hall, man, I hope I was able to help, man. You know, thank you for letting me be part of it.
You took over the broadcast.
Not even, man. I'm learning.
You took over the broadcast.
I'm learning from the best, K. Keep doing it, man.
Love you, buddy.
My dude.
And, Chris, one of the things that's really cool, getting to watch KG develop as a player and now develop as an analyst.
Well, it's fun. Having gone through the position where KG is, I know that it's not as an easy transition as he's making it look, but he has knowledge of the game. He is definitely one of the best defenders of our era. He's a winner, and so it's great to hear his insight anytime you can.
AI outside. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Here's Adams. Buries it down low. Adams has got 6 points in the quarter. Boston shooting 41% for the game. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Again, Irving missing.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Here's AI. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Here's AI. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with a 34-point advantage heading into the... And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more. Has checked in for Parker. The Hornets shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Bridges. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's AI in at the point guard. Here's Irving. And it's AI with the rebound. AI's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Morris comes over to help. And Kidd-Gilchrist gets it to go in.
You have to love how Kidd-Gilchrist isn't afraid of working his way down inside, using his tremendous size to his advantage.
Horford kicks to Morris. It's Brown on the wing. Six on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Brown's got 13.
It's amazing. The development of Brown as a scorer, and he's an exciting two-way talent. He's showing us all that tonight.
AI dishes to Kidd-Gilchrist. Bridges misses. Here's Boston now. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one. Now, here's AI. Covered by Irving, and Morris comes over to help. Kidd-Gilchrist, and Kidd-Gilchrist throws it down.
Anytime he gets a chance inside, Kidd-Gilchrist is looking to destroy that rim.
And so it's Irving who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And another basket for Boston.
Nice bucket. There's no question about his skills in the offensive.
AI outside. From beyond the arc and then some. AI's got 44.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Irving finds Morris. Horford with it. He's covered by Kidd-Gilchrist. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Morris outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. He has 5.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
AI kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. Over in the corner, Lamb. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. AI passes to Kidd-Gilchrist. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Passes to Horford. Morris outside. Brown outside. Over Lamb. And it's Brown missing. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Kidd-Gilchrist dishes to Bridges. Off target on the 15-footer.
Defensively, they could have done better. That's an open look he'd like to have back.
And stolen by AI. Left side, Kidd-Gilchrist. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Irving finds Morris. Horford the pass to Brown. And here is Irving. The three from Tatum. It's rebounded by Charlotte. AI's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Lamb. Adams trying to free himself up. And Lamb with the basket on the assist by AI.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Irving kicks to Morris. There's the pass to Tatum. Poke loose. From deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And if you want to drive your coach crazy, this is a good place to start.
Come on, man. This is a clown move. Heaving it from the parking lot, showing very little respect for the game.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, you had to stop.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19, already a physical specimen, and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low. They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Irving attacking. Pass to Horford. He kicks it to Brown. Horford dishes to Brown. Looking to end the run. Boston again missing.
And they've just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, trying to recapture momentum. When the tide's running against you, very difficult to do. What do the young kids say today? Ride that wave.
Here's Tatum. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Tatum's got 9.
So good shooting off the dribble. For Tatum, it's a comfortable, familiar scenario.
AI outside. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Lamb. AI left side. Releases. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, yeah, up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
Irving, good.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his pass.
Here's AI. And a miss there on the triple. Celtics have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Shoots from 12. Tatum's shot is off. Charlotte's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. AI outside. Feeds to Kid Gilchrist. And Tatum over to help. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to AI. Looking for Adams. He gets it there.
The location of that assist was awesome. That was a sweet lead pass.
Boston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Outside Irving. Horford has a wide open look. No good on the 3. The Hornets shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? And it's sent back by Horford.
Oh, the way Horford positions himself as the shot goes up. His defensive instincts are just absolutely fantastic.
Here's Brown. It's rebounded by Charlotte. AI's got his 8th rebound here tonight. 17-foot shot on the way. Down low, 5 on the clock, and Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in.
Well, when Kid Gilchrist gets rolling, look out. He only needs a couple of baskets to find his rhythm out there.
Boston shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Irving kicks to Morris. Pass to Tatum. Horford against Kid Gilchrist. Inside. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Horford. 16 points for Kyrie Irving.
He's giving them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling for him.
Here's AI, but they recover it.
Now, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
He got it again. Sensational.
And you know what him reaching 50 points means. He's moved up another spot.
Yep, the second spot, Greg, is his alone now for most 50-point performances in a year.
And with the 31st game of 50 points or more, he is now second on the 50-point list. Wilt had 30 games in the 63 campaign, but it's a long way to go to the top spot of 45. And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. That'll get him a few big pats on the back.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Tatum kicks to Irving. Will it go? Nice jump shot. Good. Irving's got 18 points in the game.
So smooth in everything he does. Irving will score the ball from anywhere.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
And part of this falls on the defense. I mean, you know he's hot. You'd like to force someone else to shoot the basketball.
Brown the pass to Morris. Out left to the wing. Outside Irving. Over AI. Here's Horford. Makes it off the glass. 5 points in the game.
You have got to box out Horford on the glass, given his size.
Here's AI. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Horford kicks to Morris. Pass to Brown. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
This is what we've seen from Brown. Beating bigger guys, using quickness, beating smaller guys, using power.
AI up top, covered by Morris. To the middle, here's Tatum. The kick out to Irving. Celtics passing it around. Brown with it. Bridges covering. Irving with a clean look. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 3 assists now in this one. And so is Charlotte, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. They've been playing some fur. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
Until we start defending with any purpose.
Boston making some changes. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Aaron Baines. Jason Tatum comes in for Daniel Tice. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Ojale. Here's Irving. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Irving's got 23 points.
Good defense, but Irving's crafty. Always seems to find a way to create space.
Jason Tatum is out there with Hayward. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Smart in at the 3 spot. That's the Boston 5. Irving finds Smart. And here is Irving. Over Parker. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The pass to Hernan Gomez. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Hernan Gomez has got 4 this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
To the wing on the left. Rozier with the ball. AI picks him up. Tatum's shot is off. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's AI. Offline with his 3.
Not quite enough defense
That time around, just lucky he was off.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Some changes for Boston. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Hayward. And Daniel Tice subbed in for Rozier. Outside Irving. Can they get it? Nailed from three-point land. Irving's got 26.
And now he's starting to do good work beyond the arc. I mean, he had a drive first half, but now they're falling.
Pass to Parker. Chris, we hear the word switchability, popular term used these days. Talk about the importance of having guys who can defend multiple positions.
It's so important because it allows for the flexibility with your matchups. You can avoid being forced into mismatches. So you definitely need players like that. However, Kev, I think that the NBA is going switchability crazy. You shouldn't switch everything. Switching on defense should only be if the coach wants to take a player out the game or if it's just needed at the last second. Usually communication.
Good! Another from three.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc.
Are you kidding me with that pass? Okay, Kyrie, that one made my day.
Knocked away. Here's AI. Here's Hernan Gomez. Another shot, and the layup is up and in.
And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Man, this is what happens when you get discouraged. Sometimes it just affects every part of your game.
Irving kicks to Smart. 141 left. Look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay, presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. And the shot goes in. 67 points for AI.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Charlotte.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for AI.
Well, it's easy to look at his scoring as the key to this win, but there's so much more to it than that. It's a triple-double. He got it done everywhere.
Shot clock at 6. Irving for 3. Hornets with the rebound. AI outside. Charlotte getting another chance here. From downtown, they get it again. It's good on the putback.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't care how good you are. It's tough to succeed in a hostile environment. They're doing it in style.
Here's Tice. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
Here's AI. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited.